But can you imagine Floyd coming out of retirement at 50-0, rematch with Manny Pacquiao, and then if he loses, what he must feel like?
Well, it's according to how much money he got.
That's true. They're gonna make so much money on this fight.
The check make you, sometimes it make you feel a whole lot better about that.
I think that Manny has a chance. I mean, I think he has, especially if he hasn't lost his speed. If he hasn't lost his speed, he's definitely going to have a chance of hitting Barrios. If Tank could hit him, and I don't think Tank is nowhere near fast as Pacquiao was, but if he's still got his speed, he's gonna land some shots, some big shots. But I don't know what kind of power he has at his age now. So I mean, it's going to be interesting.
But let's be real, what this is all about, business. This is going to be a mega event. Doesn't matter how old they are. They're the two biggest names in boxing today, even if they aren't, necessarily the most active fighters. And Mayweather's gonna have his exhibition with Mike Tyson in Congo in April. Pacquiao's gonna do one in Vegas with Ruslan Provodnikov.
Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are all set for their highly anticipated rematch, which will take place on September 19th, 2026. Boxing pros are also excited about this matchup and sharing their thoughts about this mega clash. Keyshawn Davis describes the fight as legendary, but notes it feels different with both men long past their peak. He says the years away from the ring shift the pace and dynamics, yet the legacy and history of their names continue to captivate fans and hold their full attention.
Keyshawn, your thoughts on Mayweather and Pacquiao, September?
It's a legendary fight, I feel like it's gonna be a different fight now that, they're at two different ages. They well out of retirement, well, past retirement, well, whatever you say. So they both retired for a long time. And I think it's going to be a different fight, so the fans are definitely going to be in tune.
Keyshawn Davis backs Floyd Mayweather Jr., noting that Floyd has already beaten Manny Pacquiao and that staying active matters. He admits age has slowed both fighters, but believes Mayweather's recent exhibitions, including his fight with Logan Paul, keep him sharper. For Davis, that maintained rhythm gives Floyd the edge in a rematch.
Floyd for sure. Because he already won the first time. He only as good as your last performance. You know what I'm saying? Last performance, Floyd won.
When you think about age, when they talk about reflexes and time and go as a fighter, you think his time and his reflexes will still be there?
No, both of their reflexes and time is still ain't there. But I'm gonna say this too though. Pacquiao's last performance was crazy against a younger fighter too. But Floyd also been doing a lot of exhibitions, so they both been like kind of active, you know what I'm saying? But I gotta judge off their last fight.
Floyd's been off a long time, he ain't done nothing. He's been inactive.
Yeah. That's cool.
Pacquiao just fought.
You traded Pacquiao too?
Nah,
he gotta be Chet. He gotta be trading Pacquiao, right? Chet, he gotta be trading Pacquiao.
I just want to hear your thoughts, man. I just want to hear your thoughts. I mean,
I'm been keeping it real.
Right, I know you are.
They both been sort of kind of active.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before Pacquiao fought Barrios, he ain't fighting a very long time. But Floyd had probably like 2-3 exhibitions. Floyd even fought Logan Paul. He a young kid. So Floyd is the more active retirement fighter.
Shakur Stevenson also weighs in on the rematch and expects Floyd Mayweather to take full control. He believes Mayweather's timing, defense, and composure would allow him to dictate every exchange, ultimately making the fight look straightforward against Manny Pacquiao once again.
Pac-Man versus Floyd. Floyd gonna cook that nigga.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, Floyd gonna cook that nigga. Bet
I
all
didn't
your
even know
money.
that was happening. When?
September. Yeah,
Everything on Floyd.
The gold.
I ain't bet on a match before, low key. I don't think. I be scared to
Bet whatever on Floyd. Bet whatever. You gonna outbox him, make it easy. Get his check, go home.
But that's on you, bro.
Lecky Mayweather praises Floyd's preparation for the Pacquiao rematch, saying he's still sharp and stronger than ever. He highlights Floyd's extraordinary fight IQ, explaining that every move in training has a clear purpose. Unlike most fighters, Floyd can articulate why he steps a certain way or throws a punch at a specific moment, making his approach smarter and more precise than anyone else in the ring.
Is Floyd that much, even at this age and at this part of his career where most fighters, they're like 1/4 of their abilities? Is he like, when they say Floyd Mayweather, even at this age, it's unparalleled?
Yes, and it's so crazy. I don't even know how to describe it. He's just that much smarter than everybody else. That's just what it boils down to. His IQ is so much better than everybody else's, right? Everything we do on the mitts, we're doing it for a reason when we do it. And I think that's the difference between him and other fighters is if you're in the midst if you're doing the mitts with other fighters and you stop, most of them can't tell you why we just did what we did. He can tell you everything. He can tell you the reason he stepped with his left foot before his right foot. Everything has a purpose. Yeah, so that he's just that much smarter than everybody else.
Lecky Mayweather says this rematch could play out differently, pointing out that Pacquiao has slowed down while Floyd remains sharp and quick. He compares the last fight to a high-stakes chess match, but now expects Manny to struggle to keep up with Floyd's speed and precision. Lecky adds that years of tough battles and knockouts have taken a toll on Pacquiao's body, making Floyd's edge even more pronounced.
Yeah, I feel like it might be a different fight on Pacquiao end. Because we've seen him in the ring. He has slowed down. Floyd hasn't slowed down. So the last fight, of course, was a high-stakes chess match. I think this fight plays out as a Manny trying to keep up with Floyd.
Wow.
You know, because he is still that sharp. And I'm not just talking, he still is that sharp. It's ridiculous. And because we done see Manny been in wars, Manny been knocked out. You know, that takes a toll on the body. Even before his return, when he fought Ugas.
Andy Ward also reflects on the upcoming rematch between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather, calling it an old grudge match finally coming to life. He recalls Manny's desire to hand Floyd his first loss and notes that Mayweather still carries his signature edge. Ward adds that Floyd's exhibition against Mike Tyson adds another layer of intrigue, but on September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, fans will see Money Mayweather return for a sanctioned fight against Pacquiao, a matchup few imagined would ever happen.
At his age, and Floyd Mayweather at his age, fighting each other, old grudge match. Manny said, I want to give him his first loss and let him live with that for the rest of his life. I like how you talking, Manny. Mayweather still feels like he's Mayweather. Well, we gonna see. But he's still got to get through that Mike Tyson thing, and I don't know how that's gonna go. But September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas, live on Netflix, we getting ready to see Money Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, step back into the ring for a sanctioned fight against Manny Pacquiao. Who would have thought that we would get this far up the road?
Andy Ward shares mixed feelings about the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch. Part of him wishes he could see them enjoying life, mentoring the next generation, and reaping the rewards of their careers. But another part, shaped by years in boxing, worries about the toll the sport takes and fears either fighter could push too far and risk their health. Still, he admits he's ready to watch, excited for the fight on September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Netflix.
But the deeper part of me, man, I want to see Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao on a beach somewhere, living off the fruits of their labor, helping the game however they see fit to help the game, and just watching the next generations do what they do. But hey, we got to fight September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Netflix. I'm excited to see it, but the other part of me, the part of me that knows how the game goes, the part of me that knows how the punishment in boxing starts to add up, the part of me that has seen how a lot of our champions have gone out, it's a part of me that's struggling with this. I got reservations, and I don't want to see Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao take it too far and end up fighting the wrong guy and it end wrong. But I think I'm okay with Manny Pacquiao at his age and Floyd Mayweather at his age fighting each other.
Meanwhile, Jeff Mayweather expresses full confidence in Floyd's ability to return successfully. He points to Floyd's disciplined lifestyle, consistent training, and relentless work ethic as proof that he's still sharp. Jeff believes that even as time moves forward, Floyd's dedication and experience allow him to compete with the current generation without missing a step.
I think that if anybody was to come back, he could come back and be successful.
100%.
I mean, I don't think that, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, and his work ethic, that still hasn't left. So, even though he's older, I think that he still can compete with these guys out here today.
Jeff Mayweather believes the excitement surrounding a potential Mayweather versus Pacquiao rematch proves how powerful their legacy still is. He views it as one of boxing's ultimate marquee matchups and argues that despite the emergence of young talent, no current fighter carries that same worldwide presence. In Jeff's eyes, Floyd and Manny continue to overshadow the division in terms of star power, and he finds it unfortunate that the sport hasn't yet developed new icons on their level.
Could we get the rematch that, a lot of people have been wanting, you think, with Mayweather and Pacquiao?
Oh, of course. Like I said, it's a shame that that's probably one of the biggest fights in boxing. Now, that's ridiculous. I mean, with all these other young fighters, nobody still hasn't got to that height of fame, and that's a shame. I mean, but there are a lot of good young fighters that I see myself growing up, coming up, and I mean that I really like, but I don't think that right now their name and their talent, and their fame haven't reached to that level yet. And so Floyd and Pacquiao are still the two biggest names in boxing without even fighting. And it's sad. It's really sad to me.
Shannon Briggs expresses excitement for a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch, noting a personal connection as a fellow Sagittarius. He likes the matchup and points out that Pacquiao's recent activity could make the fight competitive, adding energy and unpredictability that promises an entertaining showdown.
Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather.
I like that fight, actually. Pacquiao's a Sagittarius like me. I think we might have the same birthday. And so, yeah, I like that fight in a rematch. I think that Pacquiao's been busier than Mayweather, so we're going to see a great fight.
Meanwhile, Tyson Fury dismisses the idea of a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch, saying it doesn't interest him at all. Fury believes given their age and smaller weight class, the fight carries little relevance to him personally and offers no financial upside. In his view, it simply isn't something worth paying attention to.
On a separate topic, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather has just been announced. Who do you take? Who are you picking, and why?
I have no interest in the fight because why? They're welterweights, and I've no interest in them. Doesn't even tickle my fancy. I'm only interested in family members and heavyweights. And to be honest, I'm not interested in heavyweights either. I'm interested in my own boxing career, and that's it. I mean, my two cousins who box and my brother, that's it basically. The rest of it, I'm not interested in. I don't care who fights, who wins, who loses. It's not going to put any money in my pocket, so I'm not interested.
Rolani Romero reacts to the announcement of Floyd Mayweather returning to face Manny Pacquiao, admitting it surprised many fans. He highlights how unpredictable boxing can be, with major fights emerging suddenly. Reflecting on previous discussions about facing Pacquiao himself, Romero calls the situation complex, but notes that Manny's return shows the sport still pulls at him and keeps him coming back for more.
There's a huge announcement that's come today, official now. Floyd Mayweather returns to the ring against Manny Pacquiao in the rematch. What did you think about that fight?
I don't think anyone was expecting that, was they? See, like, things can happen very quickly. Nobody knows what happens in boxing. Anything can happen at any given moment. Like I said, boxing is a very, very complex sport.
You were, was it correct that you were in talks with Manny Pacquiao at one point? How far did they get?
I mean, you didn't see Sean Gibbons then call me out like I don't know how many times, all that stuff, right? It just, it's complicated, but I mean, he needed to come back to boxing. Mm-hmm. It's clear as day that that Pacquiao needed boxing.
Ben Whitaker shares his excitement for the upcoming Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, calling it a showdown between two legends. He respects everything both fighters have contributed to boxing, and as a fan of their skill and the sport itself, says he fully supports the matchup if it goes ahead.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Of course, great fight, two legends. I'm a Mayweather fan. I like what he's done for the sport. I like his skill. So if he wants to make it 2-0, he can make it 2-0.
However, Conor Benn downplays the hype surrounding a Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch, admitting he barely noticed the discussion. He explains he only follows boxing when a fight truly stands out, and despite understanding the attention the bout would draw, he isn't especially motivated to watch it.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel about that fight?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
People are talking about it.
I don't follow anything.
He's like...
I don't even follow boxing, really.
That's good.
Yeah, like, I don't even watch it. I watch the exciting fights. But I mean, that's going to be... I mean, I probably won't watch that now.
Teddy Atlas also weighs in on the Mayweather-Pacquiao rematch, highlighting the business side of boxing. He explains that at this stage, fights are driven as much by revenue as by rivalry. When discussing a trilogy, Atlas leaves the door open, suggesting a close fight could naturally lead to another chapter. He even predicts the rematch could end in a draw, a result that would instantly spark demand for a third showdown.
The pick. I know the boxing business, you guys too, right? It is about money. Could they already be thinking about a trilogy? I don't know, call me crazy. I'm gonna call it a draw, all right? Look at this.
On the other hand, Keith Thurman isn't shocked by Floyd Mayweather returning for a Pacquiao rematch. He explains the money, lifestyle, and thrill of fight night pull fighters back in, especially after seeing younger stars like Jake Paul cash in. Beyond the financial side, Thurman stresses that nothing matches the intensity of fight night, and for a boxer, stepping away from the ring is never simple.
So it's almost like Floyd set up the blueprint, and then, you know, Jake Paul took it to another level. And Floyd's like, hey, man, I can't just let these young people do something better than me. And he getting all this bread. I used to be the money man. I was the money man.
Amir Khan leans slightly towards Manny Pacquiao in a potential rematch with Floyd Mayweather Jr., pointing to Mayweather's age and Pacquiao's disciplined approach. He notes Pacquiao appears sharper and more strategic, though he admits Mayweather's experience and adaptability keep the outcome uncertain. Overall, Khan considers Pacquiao the likely favorite.
Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Who would you have?
I like Manny Pacquiao in the second one because I think with Mayweather slowing down a little bit, age catches up on you. And I think with Manny always looking in good shape. Obviously, he's not partying, not drinking. Mayweather's always partying, chilling, enjoying himself. I think there's a different way of living for both fighters, the way they act, the way they are. I mean, Mayweather is still like a 20-year-old kid, whereas with Manny Pacquiao, he's very, intelligent and he's on the right path. I got Manny Pacquiao winning that fight. But like, who knows? But this is boxing. And like Mayweather always ends up pulling it off. But I just feel that Manny Pacquiao would be, in my opinion, the favorite.
Meanwhile, Timothy Broadley ruled out Pacquiao's victory in a rematch, saying Mayweather wouldn't step in without full confidence in winning. He points out that Floyd's experience and style leave Pacquiao with little chance to gain the advantage.
If Mayweather didn't believe that he can beat Manny Pacquiao, he wouldn't be in the ring with him. However, Manny Pacquiao can't beat no damn Mayweather, man. Sorry to tell y'all, he can't beat no Mayweather, man. Nope, not at all.
The announcement of Floyd Mayweather coming out of retirement to face Manny Pacquiao has the boxing world talking. While some initially saw it as just another flashy spectacle after Floyd's exhibitions with Logan Paul and John Gotti III, experts say this rematch is different. This time, it's about more than entertainment. Both legends are expected to bring genuine skill, sharp strategy, and serious intensity back to the ring.
I had assumed that this was going to be a clown show. If you're doing this because we've seen so many clown shows, and to be fair, Floyd himself has chosen to engage in clown shows, which, say what we want about him, he does take boxing very, very serious. Like, playing around with Conor McGregor was one thing, but like John Gotti III, I did think that those things were a bit beneath him. This is going to be an actual fight?
Yeah, exactly. The announcements kind of came in waves. First, we get the announcement that Floyd's coming out of retirement and he's going to fight Mike Tyson in the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Clown show.
That is precisely like the types of fights that you just mentioned, against Logan Paul, against John Gotti III, these kind of like what seems to be easy checks for Floyd scooping up. But I think that Floyd probably watched Pacquiao versus Barrios and said, wait a minute, this is a real fight. Maybe I could be world champion again.
So, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao rematch is set for September 19th at the Sphere in Las Vegas on Netflix, and Boxing World is buzzing. Experts highlight Floyd's sharpness, experience, and boxing IQ, while acknowledging Pacquiao's discipline and recent activity could keep the fight competitive. Trainers, legends, and fans alike debate strategy, age, and past battles, all building anticipation for this historic showdown. Stay tuned, subscribe, and turn on notifications for every update as this epic rematch unfolds.